Did you know that by just adjusting your diet, you can help to prevent inflammation in your body? There are many symptoms of chronic inflammation, such as acne, weight gain, depression, and fatigue. But not only that, serious diseases such as heart disease and cancer have one fundamental issue: inflammation. Inflammation occurs when your body is trying to protect itself. So while it's important to have some level of inflammation in the body, if your body is constantly feeling in a state of alert, it can begin to have a strong impact on your organs and be very dangerous for your health. But what if you could put an end to inflammation and even prevent it from occurring? Today, we are revealing the 5 worst and best foods to help prevent and end inflammation. Chronic inflammation can have some pretty serious effects on the body. But luckily, you can turn to food to improve your health and naturally prevent inflammation. You have the power to transform your health, starting today. So make sure you watch the video until the very end and take notes of all the amazing discoveries you'll find today. Before we begin, we would love it if you could subscribe to our channel and click the like button on this video. Plus, coming up, we've got a free gift for you: the 25 energy boosting superfoods for women. So stick around to find out how you can get your hands on it. But for now, let's dive right in and discover the 5 worst and best foods to help prevent and end inflammation. Let's begin with the top 5 worst foods for inflammation. Number 5, refined carbs. Refined carbs cause your blood sugar levels to rise and can cause inflammation. Carbohydrates have over time been given a bad name. Many different diets have eliminated carbohydrates from the diet, claiming to be detrimental to your health, as well as causing weight gain. While there are plenty of unhealthy carbohydrates in the modern day diet, they are not the enemy, and there are plenty of healthy options that we can consume in our diet. However, the issue here and what is damaging to our health is refined carbohydrates. So, what exactly are refined carbohydrates? They are foods such as pasta, pastries, muesli bars, bread, and most cereals. Their fiber has been removed during processing and loses a lot of their nutrients, making them a less healthy choice. Studies have suggested that refined carbs can cause inflammatory gut bacteria to grow and develop, which in turn increases your chances of inflammatory bowel disease. Plus, refined carbohydrates raise blood sugar levels at a faster rate than unrefined carbohydrates. Your blood sugar elevates at a quick rate, and your body tries to remove this from the bloodstream, which then encourages inflammation to occur. So, what are some examples of unrefined, healthy carbs that are better for your body? Quinoa, brown rice, oatmeal and bran cereal, and whole wheat bread are great choices. Plus, don't forget to fuel your body with healthy carbohydrates such as fruit and vegetables, beans and lentils. Okay, next up on our list is number 4, artificial trans fats. Trans fats are incredibly dangerous to our health. In fact, in 2018, the Food and Drug Administration banned artificial trans fats in America due to how harmful they were to our health. And by doing so, the FDA predicts that this will prevent thousands of heart attacks every year. However, there are still some foods that contain trans fats, such as some margarines, microwave popcorn, and even some coffee creamers. Not only that, some restaurants and fast food outlets will use artificial trans fats when deep frying foods due to the longer shelf life it provides. We all need fat in our diets. But not all fats should be considered equals. So, what exactly is a trans fat? It is an unsaturated fat that has hydrogen added to it. This is done to keep it stable and solid when at room temperature. Artificial trans fats are detrimental to our health. Several studies have linked trans fats to causing inflammation and increasing your risk of developing heart disease. Not only that, trans fats have the ability to lower your LDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol within the body, while raising your bad LDL levels. And the result? Inflammation in the body and an increase in your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. While there are limited foods containing trans fats, it is still out there. So be sure to check food labels and avoid artificial trans fats to prevent inflammation from occurring. Before we continue, we have a free gift for you: the 25 energy boosting superfoods for women. This gift is a must-have, and it's all yours, completely free of charge. Click on the link below in the description to claim your free gift now. Moving on to number 3, fried foods. While they may taste delicious, deep fried food wreaks havoc in your body. It's probably no surprise to you that deep fried foods such as fries, onion rings, and donuts are not great for our health. But the amount of deep fried foods are all around us, from advertisements on TV and chain restaurants and takeaways on every corner. Eating deep fried foods is a pretty common part of our diets today. And the list of harmful side effects from over-consuming deep fried foods is pretty long too. It can lead to a range of issues such as skin disorders, weight gain, and digestive issues. Plus, fat is digested much slower than other macronutrients, carbohydrates, and protein. Fat requires more enzymes to break down within the body, which may cause stress on your digestive system and cause discomfort. What's worse, it can cause some pretty serious and life-threatening problems such as diabetes and potentially even cancer. One study found that those who ate fried food every week had a 28% higher chance of developing deadly cardiovascular conditions compared to those who didn't consume fried foods. Canola oil is the common choice for deep frying in restaurants and fast food joints. This is because it's much more affordable than other oils. Researchers have found that canola oil may increase the risk of calcification occurring on the arteries and increase inflammation. But perhaps the biggest danger of canola oil is that when used at high heat, it produces unhealthy chemical compounds, making it an optimal habitat for cancer growth. So, if you're a fried food lover but want to look after your health and reduce your risk of serious diseases from forming, then you will need to ensure you drastically cut back on fried food consumption. Moving on to number 2, processed meats. In this fast-paced world, we want to eat things that are easily accessible, and this is where foods such as processed meats come in. Processed meats are common in today's diet, mostly due to their long shelf life and convenience. But unfortunately, processed meats such as hot dogs, packaged ham, and beef jerky all contain AGEs, which stands for Advanced Glycation End Products. AGEs are a compound that can be seriously dangerous to your health. While your body can rid AGEs from the body, if there is an overconsumption, they can accumulate within the body. This then causes stress and inflammation in the body. Studies have linked overconsumption of processed meats with several chronic health issues such as heart disease, high blood pressure, and stomach cancer. Plus, harmful chemicals are often added, which further increases your risk of developing damaging diseases. If you enjoy processed meats and you don't want to cut them out completely, then reducing your intake will still have a positive effect on the body. Try to limit your serving sizes or consider having a few days per week where you don't consume processed meats at all. Do you consume a lot of processed meats in your diet? Were you aware of the possible health risks? Tell us in the comments below. Moving on to number 1 on our list of the top 5 worst foods for inflammation. Number 1. Candy and sugary foods. Did you know, on average, we consume approximately 17 teaspoons of sugar per day? That's an incredible amount considering we should only be having around 6 teaspoons or less each day. Cakes, cookies, candy, cereal bars, and table spreads such as peanut butter all contain a large amount of sugar. Even yogurt, which is marketed as a healthy option, on average contains approximately 10 grams per serving. Consuming treats is a normal part of our everyday lives, and for most has been that way since childhood. Think about it. How excited were you when you were rewarded with an ice cream after school? This normality has followed us into adulthood, where we turn to sugary foods often, whether it's a reward to de-stress after a long day or to cheer us up when feeling down. For a lot of people, the craving for sugar is so high that it becomes almost like we are addicted to it. Eating sugar triggers dopamine to be released, which is the feel-good hormone. You want more and more of this feeling, so more sugar is consumed. this can easily spiral out of control and become a very unhealthy habit that's difficult to break, with serious consequences. So, what happens to your body when you eat sugar? The sugar enters into the bloodstream and into your cells to give you energy, but when too much is consumed, insulin stores the extra amount into your fat cells, which, over time, leads to weight gain and insulin resistance. But the damage of excess sugar is more than that. This can put a strain on your arteries as they become inflamed and stiff, resulting in additional stress on your heart. This can lead to serious heart conditions such as stroke and heart disease. One study led by JAMA Internal Medicine found that those with high sugar diets had a higher chance of dying from heart disease. The study was over a 15-year period and found that those who consumed 17 to 21% of their calories from added sugar had a 38% larger risk of their life ending due to developing heart disease, in comparison to those who consumed on 8% of added sugar in their diets. If you know you consume too much sugar, start making smaller adjustments now to better your health. And there you have it, the top 5 worst foods for inflammation. So, what foods should we consume to prevent inflammation? Let's find out. Number 5, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, provided it has a high level of cocoa present, has several health benefits. Dark chocolate contains powerful antioxidants, in particular flavonoids and polyphenols, which are fantastic for lowering inflammation in the body. Not only that, these antioxidants may also support brain health by increasing blood flow to the brain, which in result improves memory and helps protect against neurodegenerative disorders. One study found that by eating just 30 grams of dark chocolate daily, type 2 diabetes sufferers had a reduction in inflammatory biomarkers after an 8-week period. But before you run out to the supermarket, know that not all varieties of chocolate are the same. To consume all the wonderful antioxidants that dark chocolate contains, you'll need to look for a good quality chocolate that has 70 to 80% cocoa or higher. The lower the cocoa content will also mean more sugar, which is another reason to avoid chocolate such as milk chocolate. You won't be reaping the benefits like you would with dark chocolate, so be sure to check the ingredients first. If you can find one with fewer ingredients and has high cocoa level, you'll be doing your body a massive favor. Next up is number 4, nuts. Nuts have some amazing health benefits. They are often eaten as a flavoursome and healthy snack, but are also very versatile and can be added to salads, stir-fries, and desserts. Nuts are an excellent source of protein, are rich in fibre, and contain healthy fats. Almonds, pecans, and peanuts are all high in omega-3s, magnesium, and zinc, which are all useful for reducing inflammation. However, walnuts in particular stand out from the crowd. They have the highest levels of an omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linolenic acid, which is very beneficial for its anti-inflammatory properties. One study conducted on over 5,000 adults found that those who consumed nuts 5 or more times per week reduced their inflammatory biomarkers. Not only that, they provide an excellent amount of important nutrients. For example, one serving of mixed nuts will give you 16% of your magnesium requirements, 12% of vitamin E, and 5 grams of protein. Nuts are high in calories, so you'll want to be mindful of how many you're wanting when watching your weight. One serving of nuts is 1/4 cup, or approximately what would fit in the palm of your hand. Don't forget, there's a free gift waiting for you, the 25 energy boosting superfoods for women. Click the link in the description below to claim it now. Moving on to number 3, olive oil. Olive oil has been used for thousands of years and is most popular in the Mediterranean diet. Greece has the highest consumption of olive oil, consuming a whopping 20 litres per person per year. Olive oil is becoming more and more noticed for its health benefits. It's packed with potent antioxidants as well as vitamin K and E, making it excellent for reducing inflammation in the body. It's made up largely of oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat making up 73% of its content. And scientists believe that oleic acid is fantastic for not only reducing inflammation, but may also help to prevent heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. And what's more, a compound called oleocanthal found in extra virgin olive oil has been found to have a similar effect on the body as anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen. There has been a myth that olive oil is not stable enough to be heated to a high heat, and that it can release harmful compounds. This has not been proven to be true, and due to olive oil being very low in polyunsaturated fats, it can be heated to a high level. While cooking olive oil may reduce some of the health properties, such as vitamin E, studies have found that you would need to be cooking with it for 90 minutes straight to see a reduction. Remember, not all olive oils are the same. Be sure to check the list of ingredients before you purchase. Many brands will state they are an olive oil blend, and the actual amount of olive oil is low. 100% extra virgin olive oil is the best and healthiest choice. Next on our list of the top 5 best foods to help and prevent inflammation is number 2, leafy greens. Leafy greens such as spinach, kale, watercress and broccoli are a fantastic choice for your body. They are versatile, delicious and packed with nutrients. Did you know the darker green the vegetable is, the better it is for you? For example, spinach leaves are packed with more nutrients than iceberg lettuce. Leafy greens are packed with many nutrients such as magnesium, iron, vitamin A and C, just to name a few. In particular, they are high in vitamin K, which research shows is linked to reducing inflammation. Several studies found that this all-important nutrient helps to protect against oxidative stress. Not only that, it can also help to protect your bones and assist with blood clotting, and is needed to help properly heal wounds. Vitamin K is a vital nutrient. While it's rare to have low levels, if you are deficient, it can impact your health dramatically over time, potentially causing your bones to weaken and increase your risk of heart disease. Here's a tip. When eating leafy greens, add some healthy fat. For example, having a salad with a drizzle of olive oil or a sprinkle of nuts. Vitamin K is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning it will absorb into the body much better when consumed with fat. So why not add a serving or 2 of leafy greens to your diet each day to not only prevent inflammation, but also for all the other amazing benefits? And we've made it to number 1 on our list of the top 5 best foods to help prevent and end inflammation. Let's continue to find out what it is. Number 1. Berries. Berries are extremely nutritious and delicious. All varieties of berries pack a punch. They are sweet and flavorful. They really are nature's candy. They contain highly important nutrients such as vitamin A, C, and are also high in fiber. The antioxidant compound anthocyanins helps to fight inflammation and is also what gives berries their deep blue, purple, and red colors. Berries are low in calories and are all very similar in their nutrient content. But in particular, research has found that strawberries and blueberries are excellent for heart health. One study conducted on over 93,000 women found that those who eat over 3 servings of blueberries and strawberries each week reduced their risk of a heart attack by as much as 30%. Researchers found that raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries have the highest levels of antioxidants of commonly consumed fruits. And these antioxidants, such as resveratrol and ellagic acid, have the ability to protect our cells. Plus, eating berries may help to lower cholesterol, keep our hearts healthy, and can even reduce wrinkles due to the high levels of antioxidants. With all the amazing properties and health benefits that berries have to offer, why not add them to your diet today? For example, you may swap fruit yogurt for Greek yogurt, or swap muesli for plain oatmeal. Watch your drinks too. Soda is very high in sugar. Make an effort every day to lower how much added sugar you have each day, and your body will thank you for it. And there you have it, the 5 worst and best foods to help prevent and end inflammation. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Plus, don't forget your free gift is waiting for you, the 25 energy-boosting superfoods for women. Just click on the link in the description below and it's all yours. Have a great day.